Hello and welcome. This is Teresa. Thanks for joining me on my channel for today's episode of Roxy's Weekly Challenge. It's a little noisy right now. The chickens are obviously excited about something, which is the case at least 50% of the time, I would say. Now, you may be wondering, what in the world is this right here? This is my attempt to have a faux mixed media type block like you would on a crafting glass mat, and it's not working because the washi tape won't stay down, probably because I didn't clean my mat before I tried this idea. So I'm not done with this. I'm still going to persevere a little bit. But more importantly, we see a couple prototypes of Roxy's Weekly Challenge. What are they called? Book page tags. And so this is my version. I've got this backed with some old book page. I don't like it when I use the glue stick and it doesn't totally stick and it gets kind of wrinkly, but it is what it is. That's just a personal preference. And this obviously needs a little fixing. And then we'll get started on doing some together. So if you're in a crafting mood and you're in your craft room or wherever it is you craft and you'd like to join me, now's the time to get your stuff. You'll need some kind of book page. I did use old book pages, but you can use a book page from your glue book or whatever. Then I used some digitals and I used some digital ephemera to give it a little Easter vibe. I believe all of the digitals I'm using are from Roxy's Creations. This Italian book page is from Roxy's Creation, from one of the books that I bought from her. And this book page is a German book page that I bought from a different seller on Etsy. I've only bought from her once, and this page is really super fragile, so it keeps peeling. And we'll talk about that more in just a minute. But I've only bought from this seller once, and so I don't have her name memorized. This one got pretty busy. I used a digital here, I used some lace here that I used some gold ink on. And please remember to check out my description for helpful links to Amazon products like this. Most of my stuff I do buy off of Amazon, and I will put a link to this in the description for this. If you have any questions about links for any of the products that I use, please let me know. There's no reason why you need to search for it. When I use it, I can just go to my orders, grab the link, and give it to you. This lace that I like inked in gold, I got from an Etsy seller. And then these are digitals. This little piece right here is from wet tissue paper and this is a gel print. And I just tore a little piece and put it underneath her. That's a very busy. Oh, and I'm not done with these actually. And then this just has, I used some washi tape to reinforce this paper because it was really tearing on me, cracking. And then I folded over my old book page to seal in that side. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a punch. You can use a card that has a card like this that you have cut angles with, or I have a Stampin' Up! Punch that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use this punch, which I don't know if it has a name, but you'll see, you know, what kind of punch it does up here in just a minute. So this one is really thick, so I'm pretty sure I'll be fine using this punch for this one. I may change my mind about that one. You know, I was afraid it was going to fuss at me. So I'll take my scissors. The RV park is having a park-wide yard sale today, but Lord knows I have enough stuff, so I'm not even going to take a look. I only saw one table up, so I don't know if it was not a success or what. Okay. I haven't used this punch for a long time. I don't want to go that low. I don't want to get the chicken's head. Oh well, I won't use that. Oh, daggone. Phooey. I haven't used this one for a long time. Well, that one's going to be okay. I'm thinking of trying to repair this, like something like that. With some aged tape. Oh, yay, the chicken settled down. Tell you what, when we go back to Idaho, I will not miss all the chicken noises. I have been curious about it a lot, and every once in a while I get the idea that I want to I'm going to put a piece of tape here, and it will just add to the eclecticness of my project. Hold still. And let's see. see how that does. So now we're going to try again. And if we get the chicken's head, which the chicken's head is not all the way glued on, we're not going to take a chance of getting the chicken's head. I just changed my mind. We can't do that. So we'll use this one. There we go. No chickens were harmed in the filming of this video. I feel like I need another piece of tape. I'm not going to be able to move on until I do that. So the old book page that I use for the backing of this is very fragile as well. So then we'll find something very nice to put there in that hole that I hope, oh, I did cover it up. Okay, what are the odds that I'm going to be able to line this back up? Not bad. We got some, okay, we'll worry about that later. So now we need to, I'm going to use my card for this one. Yep, this angle will be a good one. Just hard for me to hold my hand still to do this. That worked. There we go. That wasn't too bad. That looks good. Felt like something was loose, but nope. All good. Now, these prototypes are done. So there's that. Put those to the side. And here are our components for more tags. We've got some book pages, one of which is extremely fragile, and some kind of background digitals, and some ephemera. Fussy cuts. These are very pretty. This is Easter kit. I want to say 4, but I might be wrong. Okay, what are we going to do with you this time? This time we are going to we're going to see if you'll let us fold you a little bit. Every time I touch it, it crumbles. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to get out the gesso and try that. Plus, if I wouldn't shake so much, that might help a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty funky. Okay. I want to get out the gesso and see if I can reinforce it with that. don't know how to clean my brushes. They're always stiff after I use them. I'm not a painter. I'm not an artist. If anyone has any ideas on that, please let me know in the comments. How do you clean your brushes? And specifically with using gesso and matte medium. What's the tricks to that? We can just use my little thing here. Oh, don't break. We're going to do around the corners on both sides, see if that helps. This will be an interesting experiment. This page is so brittle. So if you watch any of my videos, you probably have the idea now that I'm still pretty much a newbie with junk journaling as well. And I'm an experimenter. Now, it doesn't look very good right now, but give it a chance. Let's let the experiment, what do they call that? Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. When you experiment, there's a process for experimenting. Like you come up with your theory, and then you test your theory, and then you something else, and you test your theory again. Keep thinking of the word scope, but that is definitely not the word I want. Okay, man, I got this all over me. I thought that might be a neater way to do it by just putting the paintbrush in the bottle, but no. Next time I will pour it out again into a container. That was another experiment, and it was a fail. Okay. Yeesh, looks like I've been painting a house. Okay, I'm just going to get messy again when I pick this thing up. Whoops, I didn't cap my glue. Okay. Brittle paper all over the place. Let's give this a blow dry. Sorry, I swallowed wrong. Let me take a quick drink. There's one YouTuber that is so funny. If she hears me say this, she'll probably know who I'm talking about. But she always says, "Oh," she'll make a little noise. It's not obvious. The noise is not obvious. And then she'll go, "Oh, I've got the hip cups." But I only hear like one noise. And I'm like, "You burped." And you're calling a burp a hip cup. And every once in a while, she'll do that. And it's only one noise. Because, you know, when I get the hip cups, it's several. At least 3, you know. Till I can get 7 drinks of water or hold my breath. Alright, so the other side's pretty dry, so I'm going to lay that down. Messy, messy, messy. I'm testing my mixed media area here. So if I can get this to sit down, then I will be able to do a cleanup on it relatively easy. Maybe. Well, this was not a good example for that. But when you live in an area, and when you craft in an area that you don't have a lot of space, and in my case, I have challenges where my work equipment is intertwined with my craft equipment, and work area, craft area are one and the same. So, like recently, I've been really struggling with, because I've been playing with the mica sprays from Tim Holtz, and you know, the distress sprays, and man, they get all over everything, on my monitor, on my keyboard, everywhere. So that's not a good thing. That's expensive equipment, and I don't want it to look like, I want it to look like business equipment, not craft equipment. I bought this thing from the dollar store in hopes to not accidentally spill a cup of water that I'm using for paintbrushes, like spill water onto my keyboard or something like that. Now, most of the time I move my keyboard, like right now it's off to the side sitting on my printer, so it's out of the way. But sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do something real quick, and then there's the potential, I'm just cleaning this brush, for disaster. I'm trying to clean this brush, but it's all stiff and I don't know. Alrighty. Let's move that out of the way. So, I don't know if this reinforced this or not, but this is what we did instead of bending the sides. So now we're going to we're going to take one of these. I'm just kind of going out of order here. And everything I'm doing is because of this paper. This is going to go on this side. Okay, we're at it again. Please don't forget to hit that like button. I asked that so that folks, so that I can know that folks have visited and watched the video, and it's just a way for me to get an idea of things, and it's a psyche thing. It releases endorphins. So folks have been doing really great on comments. Thank you so much for that. Now I'm working on building up the likes. Okay, so far so good. I'm planning on using some washi tape on top of this. So being I'm building on this side, I will go ahead and use the washi tape on this side, and I'm going to throw another concept into this one. I've got this washi tape that is for like journaling, and I'm just going to throw that concept into here. I'm not trying to go right up to the edge on this because I'm more concerned about having like equal distance of the washi tape up and down the page. Go ahead and trim that corner while we're at it. It's always so cute when Rachel has stuff on her scissors. She says her scissors are sprouting. I just love that. I think that's funny. Okay, so I don't know. I'm feeling like that's gonna work. I don't know. Okay, so now we need like maybe a second digital and a piece of ephemera. And then I think it would behoove me also to put a piece of this aged tape on here before I punch my hole, my tag hole. I'm going to do that right there. busted loose there. And we'll do it on the other side, kind of guesstimating where it's at. And actually this side is going to have some writing paper on it. I forgot about that for a minute. Okay. Now not everybody has old book page, so let's go ahead and grab the More Than Ephemera book right here and get into my J. Oh, isn't it in here? Am I wrong? Oh yes, I'm wrong. It's not in this one. I think I need to move it into this one. This is where I go to look for it. Over here. Journal spots and backing. So let's just take a piece of vintage, supposedly vintage. I don't know if it's vintage or not. I kind of have my doubts, but maybe it is. We're going to put that on the back there. And then we'll, yeah, that will look good. Okay, glue stick and glue book. This is my version of mask making, by the way. I'm not a very efficient mask maker, because sometimes I have to do some different thinking during the mask make, like for this fragile paper. Now we'll take this with Barely Art glue. So just to catch up, I like to use Barely Art glue for times when I think I might have to need some wiggle room when I'm gluing down a project. I used it this time because it was there, because I didn't need any wiggle room for what I just did. I love using the Pritt stick. I'm weird in that I love the smell of the Pritt stick. And for the gesso, I use the Liquitex Basic Acrylic Gesso. The first time I bought this stuff, I accidentally got clear, but the clear has its purposes too. Alright, so the back is done. We'll go ahead and put our punch in so we know where that's going to be. Oh, that didn't look good. It was because of that tape. It got bound up on the tape and it broke again. Well, I've got an idea for that, so I'll just leave that alone for now. And then I wanted to do at least one more piece. Okay, I've got an idea what I want to do. I just envisioned a little bit of Florentine right there at the bottom. And I'm hoping for something that is a little sky blue type something. Here's what I wanted right here. Yep, just like that. And then these little chick guys are so cute that I don't know. Then I'm going to need a little fussy cut. Well, I could do a flower as long as it's like not a chicken or something like that. Come on, stick down. Let's see what we've got. I mean, I don't think this would look cute on top of, maybe. That's actually a maybe. And then that's a little chick popping, or bird. Definitely not. This is too big. I don't need any more flowers. That's kind of cute, but still no, I don't see it. There's a little flower. It's really not bad there either. And I think it's going to be that one. And I'm bringing this close to try and reinforce my book page some more. Okay, it's going to be that one. I'm just gluing on the glue book over here off to the side. Sorry, you didn't make the cut. That's kind of cute. Okay, now for my idea up here. I have decided to make a tab. Who am I going to make a tab with? This is cute. Way too big, but super cute. Super cute. Okay, let's get more. This is cute, but nope. Okay, think. That almost covers that hole. Still very fragile. That really does pretty much. Oh no. Okay, so first of all, this paper is not going to be good for a substrate in any way, shape, or form. That's one thing that I've discovered or decided, because it just falls apart. So I wanted to be different. I wanted to do a little something different. I tried. It didn't work. Where's my scissors? Right there. Okay, let's glue this together. We're going to reinforce it to the point where we hardly have any old paper showing at all. Today is February 17th. Temperature is probably about 75 degrees here in Yuma. Beautiful day. Okay. Now, this was an idea that I got from Tracy Fox. And I just feel like I better reinforce that some more. That's all there is to it. Oh, I know what would be fun. Take a little bit of fabric. I don't know why that was sticking. Huh. Okay. This really would look good, actually. Let's take a little piece of that. How much do we need? The whole thing? So fiddly. I'm very fiddly today. Okay, scratch that. Yes, that's going to be it. And this would go faster if I didn't have the familiar trimmers. Thanks for your patience. Because every time I think I've got things where I want it, I lose my placement. going to put 2 staples in. And then I'm going to see what this looks like. That's different. I like different. Just trying to make sure that's in the middle. Somewhat in the middle. Okay, I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this. I just have Fabri-Tac glue in that container. And then this is the Tim Holtz Ideology Tiny Attacher. And I think I already have that for one of my Amazon links. Oops. The age tape I got from Etsy. You know, and I personally, I maybe not all YouTubers allow this, but I would prefer that if you're an Etsy seller, you have an Etsy shop, and you're watching my YouTube video and I'm using one of your products, I would prefer that you promote yourself in the links. I mean, you can't put a link, but you can comment and say what the name of your shop is to direct people where to go to. Because I know that a lot of YouTubers think it's really important to link to people's digitals and stuff, but that's a lot of work. And if you're just a hobbyist like me, you all with your digitals and your Etsy shops and stuff like that, you need to put it in the comments as to how to, so anybody who watches one of my YouTube videos can find you. In case you didn't know before that you were welcome to do this. This is kind of sloppy back here. I'm not crazy about it. But this isn't real super great here either. But like I said, you have to experiment and find out. So anyways, in case you didn't know before, y'all are welcome to say, yay, you know, that is my my age tape, and my shop name is blah blah blah. Right now I got a sale going on, something like that. I so would not be offended for you to do that. I have a Ko-fi shop, and I hope to sell some journals, and maybe I might, you know, intermittently put some other stuff in, kind of like Rachel does with her Etsy shop, except for she sells a lot of digitals. I don't perceive that I will ever get to the point where I sell digitals. Sorry, I'm sitting back for just a minute and resting my back. So nobody is competition to me, and I'm not competition to anybody, because my digitals are like of my, maybe some, what is that called? Anyway, when pictures are not copyrighted anymore, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, images that are not copyrighted. Oh, this is coming up. That's not good. Images that are copyrighted, not copyrighted, or scans of my masterboards, those are the kind of digitals that I do and make available for free in my coffee shop, Ko-fi shop. And so I'm not a digital creator by no means. I barely can use Canva to do some graphics. Like, do I have any graphics? Oh, I did this graphic, I think, on Canva. I'm not sure. Yeah, I must have done that on Canva. Yeah, I kind of stink at doing that kind of stuff. So I might dress this up with a little bit more because this just looks a bit messy to me. So I'm thinking a flower. Yeah, it's kind of bulky. It wouldn't really be good in a journal too much. That's a big honkin'. This would be something that would be more like on the cover. So this would be a good tag that goes in a pocket on the front of a journal, I think. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on there because we are experimenting. Scientific theory. Is that it? No. Maybe. You know I'm going to Google that after we're done. Okay, that's looking a little less messy. Kind of like a cluster there at the top. And so I kind of feel like, hold still so you can put the pen in. It's doing really good until just now. There we go. It's in. Okay, I kind of feel like this needs one more element right here. No. No more fabric. Don't want any more fabric. Put you guys away. Bits and bobs. I really need to use my bits and bobs. It's getting full. Can't even look in here. Everything looks huge in here too. Like big pieces, not little pieces. Ooh. It's kind of hard. And it's cardstock. A little bit of that look cool there. Well, let's cut it and see. What else do we have? Shipment, collect, a little bit of doily, a little bit of film strip maybe, a little bit of music paper. That one's thinner, I don't know. A little bow maybe, a little of that maybe. All that for just one little element. Don't know. Don't want this bow. Maybe. Or do I want a little bit of this? Don't really like the idea of covering up his foot. But I may not have a choice. Nope, too big. So it's either this or the bow. I'm leaning towards the bow. Let's go with the bow. Okay, that's eclectic. And I don't really like that washi tape hanging out there. So I'm going to trim that off. Kind of rough, like it was torn. And then I gotta redo my, wow. Oh, I never did a thing on here. So I'm just gonna do a little tiny one. And I'm going to do it like this, like it was torn. There. I like that much more. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we're going to call that one complete. Very different. Woo wee, how long did that take? Oh my gosh, that took all my time. See, I'm not good at mass makes. So I'll just do another one real quick. Trying to make myself some room. Just to show using one of these. So we'll fold that over. Glue. And glue. And then we're going to put the backing paper on that side. It's a sloppy cut because I was trying really hard not to cut any of that patina off on the top. Okay, so this one or this one? We're going to do this one. We're at 1 hour, so I'm going fast. I'm trying to go fast. Please always feel free to skip through my videos, especially when you see that they're long, because I'm just not very fast when I'm trying to come up with my own ideas when I'm filming a video. Recording a video would be a more accurate way to say that. Upside down. So let me know in the comments, do you like chickens? Or do you like chicken? i.e., what's for lunch? Okay, there's that. And then we'll throw in this element here. And do we want to throw in a tiny flower? There was one tiny flower. Where did it go? This one is so pretty. This one is small. Got lots of chicks. I could afford to cover up some of them. Or do I just want to do the little flower? I think that's a no. The little flower wins. There I go. I'm slowing down again. Okay, I need one more element. One more. How about a piece of washi? And I'll be done, I promise. So I am still live. If you want to say hi in the chat, I would love to hear from you. If not, that's fine too. I think I'm going to go with that just for something different. It's interesting how when I say I'm live in the chat, and you're welcome to say hi, that I feel like I immediately lose viewers after I say that. So just to remind folks, I can't see you. All I can do is see that somebody's watching. and have no idea who the person is that is watching. There we go. Had to try it to see what it looked like. Oh, now we got to do our thing. Okay, where's my card? Gotta make it a tag. And trim the corners. And put my whole topper in. Why do you keep getting stuck like that? If this tore this one, I'm never going to use this punch again. Won't let go. Maybe if I put something behind it when I punch it, that might help. Oh, this is frustrating because I was in a hurry anyways. Let go. I can't even see where it's holding at. Okay, you know I just want to yank it, don't you? Sometimes in some things you can, oh, I see the problem. There's way too much stuff in there. I was like, sometimes people take the backs off when there's a paper jam for a punch. Let me just take a look at that. And yep, that's what the problem was. Now, is that going to release it? There, ouch, pinching. Put you away because I'm mad at you. You messed with my beautiful antique paper. Not too bad though. Okay, little snips. Not bad on that side. Oh, phew, not bad on that side. Okay, it's been rescued, folks. And that's it. I'm going to put something on the top. I don't know what, but I'll do the thumbnail picture with those. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for visiting. I hope you'll come back and visit again. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to add those. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I look forward to those likes too, please. Thanks. Bye.